University of Tennessee campus at Knoxville. It's time for the first night game ever played at Neyland Stadium. And it will be played before the largest crowd ever to see a sports contest in the state of Tennessee. Newly enlarged Neyland Stadium is packed to overflowing. Over 71,000 fans will be here. The capacity is now 70,166 with the addition of the upper deck at the south end. And over atop the stadium, or around the stadium, a total of 384 separate units provide 250-foot candles of light in the middle of Shields-Watkins Field. So, it's night football at Tennessee. Tennessee, and through the giant T at Neyland Stadium, formed by the pride of the Southland Band, racing onto the field, the Volunteers of 1972 for their first home game. Bill Anderson is working with us on the broadcast again this evening. Earlier, he mentioned what you might anticipate from Penn State offensively. I think also, Bill, we should point out that Penn State waited until that rather highly pitched emotional moment. When Tennessee enters the field, Penn State now is just beginning to break from the dressing room. What will you expect? And there you can hear the roar in the background. A lot of Penn State fans are here. We say a lot. We estimate 5,000 to 6,000 Penn State fans are in the stand to cheer on the Nittany Lions. Now, what about Penn State on defense, Bill?
Well, defensively, Coach Paterno has stated about his defense, John, and he thinks they're just about as strong physically this year as they were last year. And, of course, they held a pretty good Texas team in the Cotton Bowl to 2 field goals, so they look like a different team later on after they played Tennessee here. I think they got themselves in trouble here last year. Early on their kicking game, they did not do a real good job of covering any of their kicks, I'm sure, and I know Coach Paterno worked on that awfully hard after he left here, and I'm sure he's worked on it a lot in the past few days and will not come in here and give up all the yardage he did last year. Now, they have a great defensive end and a boy named Bruce Bannon. He's 6'3", 224. They have real good linebackers. They're big. They're much more physical than Georgia Tech will be. I would say it might be a little bit tough to run inside, especially since Tennessee has had some injury problems with the running backs, or some of them are not at full speed. They may be a little tough running inside. Tennessee probably try to go outside on them, or at least give that end of the ball game a try.
Okay, now let's give you a look at the starting lineups on offense for these two schools. First of all, for Penn State. Last year, Penn State stayed basically with a 2 tight end offense and held Renton back in there primarily as a blocker. Actually, in spring practice, they had him listed as an offensive guard, but they moved him back to tight end. Parsons was a tight end by both demeanor and by size last year. He's gone. The captains will be meeting in the center of the field, and we'll keep you up to date on the toss of the coin. For Tennessee, Towns, Hill, and Johnson, the tri-captains, as Tennessee will wait until after the year to select its captain. The Penn State has 4 captains out there: John Hufnagel, Carl Shalkowitz, Jim Heller, and Craig Ducat. The officials for the game: referee Paul Bertha, umpire Harvey Hardy, linesman George Hill, field judge Paul Sprayberry, back judge Johnny Grace. The electric clock operator is Boyd Smith, Jr. The players are being introduced to the officials, and we'll hold here to give you the toss of the coin, which, of course, will be Penn State as the visiting team, and white with blue numerals option to call, which they have done, and they have won the toss. Penn State has won the toss, which means they will have the option to receive, kick off, or take the goal. Now we'll see what the decision is. Penn State wins the toss, elects to receive. Tennessee will defend the goal to your left, or the scoreboard goal at Neyland Stadium. From Neyland Stadium in Knoxville, Tennessee, this is John Ward with Bill Anderson, ready to bring you the action tonight as Tennessee in orange plays Penn State in white with blue numerals. Tennessee with white numerals and white football pants. For Penn State, offensively, as they'll be receiving, the ends are Dave Bland, 6'1", 198, a junior, and Bob Rickenbach, 6'3", 225, a senior. The tackles: Phil Laporta, 6'3", 246. Craig Lyle, 6'2", 245. The guards are Markowitz, 6'4", 241. Shokowitz, who is 6'2", 220. The center is Brown, 6 feet, 248. Kicking off for Tennessee, there doesn't seem to be much wind at all. It's a rather still evening. Will be Ricky Townsend, a barefooted boy from Dalton, GA, who will be kicking off. Deep for Penn State go John Capoletti and Gary Heyman. Heyman standing close to you, and Capoletti on the far side. Townsend will kick off. The Volunteers with their kickoff unit in there. We're checking to see if there's a freshman out there. We're set to go as Townsend hits it, and it is coming downfield to be taken by Heyman, 2 yards deep in the end zone, to the goal line, to the 5, to the 10, to the 15, and to the 18-yard line where he is tackled. It will be Penn State's ball. First down and 10 to go at the 18-yard line. Hand off, tailback. Coming outside, cuts to the 20, to the 22, to the 23-yard line. A pickup of 6 yards on the play by tailback John Capoletti. On a delay inside, giving it over to Capoletti. Big hole in the center of the line to the 25, to the 30. And he is knocked down as he gets to the 31-yard line after the first down pickup by Eddie Brown. Up Nagel, hands it off to the fullback. Cracking the center of the line is Bob Nagel. The hole is there. He spins off the first tackle at the 33. Hits up the center to the 37-yard line. Second down, 5. Up Nagel. Hand off, comes to Capoletti. Breaks one tackle, going wide. His horse collared and was forced out of bounds at about the line of scrimmage. Tim Pound currently came up to cover. 3rd and 3. Hubnagel dropping back to throw, pumping once, looking across the middle, pass complete to the 41, forward to the 42 and 43-yard line. Sliding out to make the catch was a little fair man. That was Bob Nagel, the fullback. 1st and 10, Penn State at the 44-yard line. Hubnagel back to throw. A little pressure being felt, throws it out into the flat, incomplete. Hurrying after the ball, trying to make the interception for Tennessee was Tim Pound. 2 receivers spread wide. Hubnagel back to throw. Looking for his tight end. Pass downfield is intercepted Tennessee. Intercepted Tennessee. 42-yard line. Eddie Brown. Great coverage on the intended receiver, tight end Bob Rickenbach. There was some discussion by Penn State. He made that catch in bounds by 2 steps. The man who made the play really was the cornerback over here, who was Graham, who had the tight end covered. And then Brown stepped right in the gap to intercept the pass, stepped out of bounds at the Tennessee 40-yard line. The ball took it off on the interception. Condredge Holloway will be in at quarterback for Tennessee. Hand off Chancey up the middle, gets the hole, spins up a tackle at the 42, 45, 46-yard line for a 6-yard pickup. Here's a handoff to Sandback, breaks the tackle at the 45, 50 down to the Penn State 45, carries it forward to the Penn State 42-yard line, where Scorpan, an outstanding linebacker, touches up and makes the tackle. Holloway on the delay, gives it over to Chancey, and Chancey is stopped after a gain of a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9 yards to go for Tennessee. Stays in as Holloway pitches to Sandback. 40, 35, 30, cuts back to the 25, 20, into back. Ladies and gentlemen, he is home free. Touchdown, Tennessee. Haskell Sandback with a block by Chancey goes 31 yards, and Tennessee rests up 6 points at night in Knoxville. Knoxville with a great run by the junior from Kannapolis, North Carolina.
Well, John, he's had the potential for a long time, and maybe he's found himself. That was a tremendous run. He got outside into the short side of the field. As you said, got a super block there at the corner, then he cut it right back through all the traffic, just gave 2 or 3 of them a hip and found open down, picked up some blocking on the other side, and was home free. Beautiful run.
Tennessee's drive got its inception with the pass interception of Hufnagel's second pass attempt by Eddie Brown. The Vols then had Chancey go for 7. Haskell stand back for 12. Chancey would stop for a yard. Holloway will hold for Townsend's extra point attempt. The kick is up. The kick is good. There's time out on the field with the score. Tennessee 7, Penn State nothing. Through the end zone, up against the goal post. So Penn State will put the ball in play at its 20-yard line, trailing by a score of 7-0. State comes to the line in the eye. Hand off to the first man. The new fullback in there is Ken Andrews. A pickup of 5 yards, but that forward wall of Penn State really comes out bursting. Down in 5 yards to go for State. Hufnagel, Kayet going wide, gets a spot, turns up field to the 28, to the 30. Forward to the 31, on to the 32-yard line, so he's got 7 yards on the play and another first down for Penn State. Penn State trailing by a score of 7-0. Hufnagel, hand off Kayet. Great move, Kayet at the line of scrimmage. He was hit there by the end, slid off the tackle, slides past the 35-yard line, falling forward to the 36. Right. Hufnagel, back to throw. Looking, waiting, across the middle, complete. Nice touch made at the 40-yard line, up to the 42, on to the 43 is the foul. Yes. Handoff goes to the second man through. That's Kayet, the tailback. A gain of 2 yards. It will be 2nd down 8, just outside the Penn State 45-yard line. Hufnagel, handoff inside. Great move there made by the fullback. That's Andrews. He beats one man at the 45-yard line, gets to the 50, and wanders into Tennessee territory to the 49-yard line. Third and a short 4 as Penn State trailing 7-0. Handoff, second man through. Cuts inside, breaks free to the 45, down to the 40, down to the 35, fumbles the ball at the 33-yard line, goes down to the 25, down to the 24th, recovered by Tennessee. He recovers the fumble at the 25-yard line. David Allen is the man who pounces on the ball. It was almost a touchdown scamper by hard-running Kayet, who really made a move at the line of scrimmage, broke outside. 10 pounds raked him for the tackle and forced him to lose the football, and Tennessee again is the beneficiary of a defensive gem. This time, the tackle by Towns, the fumble by Kayet, the recovery by Allen. Tennessee 1st and 10 at the Volunteer 25. Penn State has 5 first downs in this game. Tennessee 1st and 10 at the Volunteer 25. Holloway lines up the I formation. Stand back, going left, cuts through to the 25, to the 27, to the 28-yard line. He's got to pick up a 3. He's ridden down by Gary Murphy, an end along with middle linebacker Tom Hall. 2nd down 7. Tennessee leads 7-0. Holloway on a crisscross play. It comes this time to the second man through again at Standback, and Standback is really popped at the line of scrimmage by Mark Hartenstein. 3rd down long. Holloway rolling back to throw. Looking. Long pass downfield for Love. The pass is going to be incomplete at the center at the Penn State 40-yard line. Back defending for Penn State was Buddy Ellis. He had Love all the way. Heyman back to receive. Here is the punt by Claybo. Heyman under the ball at the 30. Looks for a wall. Gets to the 35. Breaks free to the 40. Spins out to the 45 and is finally tackled. There's time out of the field with a score of Tennessee 7, Penn State nothing. Way to be resumed as this will be quarterback Hufnagel fading back to throw, being pressured by Carl Johnson. Hit. He fumbles the football, and it has been recovered by Carl Johnson of Tennessee. Tennessee, I believe, has recovered the fumble by Hufnagel. The officials are discussing it. There was a penalty on the play against Penn State. Tennessee, of course, declines it. On the first play, after the brief timeout, Hufnagel faded the throw. Wilson got to him on a blitz, forced the fumble. Penn State has fumbled and lost it twice. Tennessee has intercepted a pass to set up the Vols' only touchdown. Penn State again, Bill Anderson, just as was the case last year, plagued by mistakes. Tennessee now has the ball at the Penn State 30. 1st down 10. Running backs are split. Holloway at quarterback. Hand off left side. Cutting through there with it is Chansey. Moves the ball from the Penn State 30 to the 28, maybe to the 27. He was jolted to the ground as he gets down there by Dave Graff. Put it at the 28. Make it second down and 8 to go. Just now sends motion back toward you and the person of Howard. They're going to throw toward the motion this time. Here's Holloway running with the ball instead from the 25, breaks outside to the 20, down to the 15, down to the 10, down to the 8-yard line. Holloway over there right on top of him to make sure he isn't injured is Steve Urobeck. But Holloway widens them out all over the field as Tennessee had people spread from sideline to sideline, and he simply dances between, around, and among them down to 20 yards to the 9-yard line of Penn State. Tennessee has it for a first down and goal to go. What a darter, Bill Anderson.
He's as quick as he can. Of course, that's the thing he really does best, John, is get back, get some good depth, look down the field if you can't find the receivers, and the defense starts breaking down and getting a little bit confused, and he can pull it down front.
Holloway going to the left. Keith steps inside 5, breaks outside 4, dives to the 3-yard line. 3, second down goal. Tennessee leads 7-0, 4:04 to go in the first quarter. Pitt comes to Standback, coming wide, driving, 4, 3, 2, 1, hit, give it to him. Touchdown, Tennessee. Standback has gone both ways. First, on an electrifying sprint, then it was power behind Emmendorfer's block, but when he was met at the 2-yard line, he pulled his way head down into the end zone. Holding will be Holloway as Tennessee leads Penn State 13-0. 3:58 left to go in the first quarter. Attempting the extra point counts, and Holloway will hold. The ball is snapped, the ball is down. The kick is up, the kick is good. They are tied out of the picture. The score is Tennessee 14, Penn State nothing. The ball scored first on a 41-yard dash by Haskell Standback. Sets up 2 scores. Here's Townsend counting at 8 yards deep. Bringing the ball out, Capoletti to the 5, to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, to the 25, to the 28-yard line where he's tackled. Pretty good return by Capoletti, who does not show great speed. Harrison in the eye, flat to the left side. Hand off second man, no, he stopped at the line of scrimmage. Carl Kayette give him a yard to the 29, and it will be second down and 9 yards to go. Second down, 9. Hand off, first man through. Nice move there by Huffnagel, giving it off to Ken Andrews, the fullback. Andrews at the 30, at the 32, at the 34. Andrews to the 35-yard line. 3rd and 2. Huffnagel coming out to throw. Drops it out into the flat, incomplete. 4th down, 2. End of the ball game for Penn State to punt. Their punter is Brian Masella. The punt is away, and it's a high punt. Brown wants a fair catch. Ashford and makes it at the 27 or 8-yard line. 2:29 left to go in the first quarter. Tennessee will put the ball in play, leading by a score of 14-0. First and 10. Holloway back to throw, pumping, looking across the middle. The man is there, complete. Taken upfield at the 45-yard line by tight end Jimmy Young. Great pass by Holloway, who's pumped once, and Young just slid underneath. The running back, and there is Neil Clabo. No, that's Standback. Holloway, pumping, looking, gonna run, in trouble, spins off and is dropped. No gain. Holloway dancing and trying to get free, but Bruce Bannon wouldn't let him. Second down, actually lost a yard. Back to the 44-yard line. Second and 11 with 1:35 to go in the first quarter. Wide to the right side comes Young. Back to throw is Holloway. Looking, waiting. Pass downfield. The man is there. The pass is incomplete at the 30-yard line of Penn State. It was intended for Stan Trott. The slot man left. The score is Tennessee 14, Penn State nothing. 1:15 to go in the first quarter. That Holloway back to throw. He's going to drop it out there to Standback. No, he's in trouble. Getting ground. Looking downfield to throw. Pass complete. Taken down here at the 45-yard line of Penn State by Jimmy Young. He falls backwards for the first down to the 43. Penn State. Holloway coming to the close side, kicks back to Standback. Standback at the 40. Standback is knocked out of bounds as he gets downfield to the Penn State 36-yard line. Right now, Tennessee wants timeout with 40 seconds left to go in the first quarter of the game. The score, Tennessee 14, Penn State nothing. The tackle on that play was made by Penn State left halfback Steve Davis. State is staying basically at a 4-man front. Haskell Standback now has carried the ball 6 times for 65 yards in the game. Holloway 3 for 23. Vols lead by a score of 14-0, and here for his observations on an exciting 30, cut back to the 25. No, he stumbles and falls as he gets to the 27-yard line. That should be enough for the first down. John Scorpan went out there covering, shows great lateral speed for an outside linebacker, 208 pounds. Hand off inside Chancey. Chancey over the left side of the line, moving over tackle from the 28 to the 26 as the first quarter comes to a close. That's the end of the first period with the score, Tennessee 14, Penn State nothing. So being pressured, long pass down into the end zone. The pass is batted down incomplete. Great defensive play over there by Buddy Ellis. The pass was intended deep for Stan Trott. Third down 8. Tennessee is going with the long pass.
WSIX Nashville.
Oh, here comes the rush. He's looking, he's waiting, he's going to run with the ball, and he is dropped at the 29-yard line. Short of a first down, fourth down upcoming with sizable yardage to go. 12 yards to go, and Claybo is coming into the ball game for Tennessee for an apparent punt. Snap to Claybo. Punt, hangs it in the air, and he'll drill that one down into the end zone where it will be on through. So Penn State will have the ball at the 20-yard line after the 29-yard punt by Claybo, the first unit. And off Nagel up the middle. He had a hole, but he stumbled and falls as he comes from the 20, falling forward to the 23 or 4. By play as Tennessee leads Penn State 14-0. Penn State second down 7. Second man through. Past the 22 to the 25 to the 26-yard line comes John Capoletti. Third and 4, Penn State. Side to the right side. The flanker, here's the split back getting the pitch, trying to get wide. He will not make it. Ridden out of bounds at the 26-yard line by 10 pounds. Fourth down 4. Tennessee leads 14-0 first half. Got the return on. The punt is away. End over end. Brown pulling the ball to the far sideline. Makes the catch on the run. Fumbles the ball. Picks it up at the 37 to the 40 to the 45 to the 50. Breaks through to the 45. Down to the 40. Down to the 35-yard line where he's tackled. That fumble through the Penn State punch coverage off. Quarterback is Gary Valbuena, replacing Condredge Holloway. Gives it over to Bill Rudder. Rudder has running room right over guard. Has the ball at the 35. Crunches it out to the Penn State 30-yard line. So it will be second down and 5 yards to go. Tennessee in the eye. Fumble. Scrambling for the ball. Still free. Penn State recovers it at the 22-yard line. On top of the ball was Jerry Hager. Valbuena fumbled the ball coming out from under center. The ball squirted on downfield to the 21-yard line, where it was recovered by Penn State. Got 11 men. Here's the handoff going inside. Second man coming through there is Carl Cayette. Moving the ball from the 21 to the 23-yard line over left guard. He's met by Rotella and by Sammy Hare. With on the left side the fullback Andrews. He's got the ball on a counter coming into the center of the line. Has the ball at the 25. Has the ball at the 30. 35. Forward to the 40. Carrying the ball to the 42-yard line goes Cayette with David Allen finally following him to make the tackle. Out to the right comes Jimmy Scott. Hufnagel again splits his running back, hands it off to the fullback. Center step of the line of Skimmich, then cuts back to the inside over right guard. Moves it forward to the Penn State 45. Second and 7. Penn State in the ball game has 6 first downs. Capoletti a tailback. Hufnagel back to throw. He's staying pressure. Intercepted by Tennessee. 45-40. Has the ball at the 35, and he's run to the ground back upfield at the 37-yard line. Art Reynolds intercepted, but the play was made. There is a marker down on the play. After Reynolds returns the interception back downfield, Tennessee was detected clipping. So the balls are penalized 15 yards, and the ball is back now at the Tennessee 49-yard line. Stand back handoff, 50, and he is upended as he gets past the midfield stripe. Got 3 yards to the 48-yard line. From the 49 of the Volunteers to the 48 of Penn State, Hartenstein makes the tackle at that point. Second down 7. 10 minutes, 4 seconds to go in the first quarter. Holloway back to throw. Down and out pass over the head and over the outstretched hands of Sonny Leach, the tight end, incomplete. Pass intended for him at the 45-yard line, a little high, out of his reach, and out of bounds. Third and 7. Tennessee 14, Penn State nothing. Now he'll come in motion back to the near side. Holloway back to throw. Looking, waiting, drops it out. A flare to stand back at the 50. Stand back at the 45. Great recovery by Penn State at the 44-yard line. The Vols will have it at that point. Fourth down and 3 yards to go. Down, snap to Claybo. Punt away. End over end. Heyman trails it, asks for, and makes the fair catch at the 11-yard line. Penn State has the ball at that point. There's time out on the field with the score. Tennessee 14, Penn State nothing. Is to John Capoletti, moving toward the left side, cuts back over tackle from the 11 to the 13, maybe 14-yard line. Put it at the 13. Make it second down and 8 yards to go. Quarterback is Schumann. Draw play inside Capoletti, hard running over the 15, turning it out to the 18 and falls forward to the 20-yard line. 3rd and 1. 7:58 to go in the first half. The score, Tennessee 14, Penn State nothing. 3rd down, a yard to go. Big 3rd down play. They give it to Capoletti. He fights for the first down, and I believe he has it out to the 22.5-yard line. Penn State splits its running back this time. Wing left. Handoff. Here's that counter inside. Coming through the left side of the line, past the 25-yard line. Sprint Bob Nagel, the fullback, who lined up split left. Key really to the left side. Delay. Handoff inside Capoletti. He's banged at the line of scrimmage. They look for that draw. And Capoletti was nailed for actually a loss of about a yard on the play. 3rd and long. Schumann. Back to throw. Looking. Down pass is incomplete. It was almost caught by Jerry Debb, who had hit the crease. 4th down upcoming. Marcella back in. Deep for Tennessee. Drifts Brown. Back at the 35. Low snap, but he gets the punt away and he hits it well. Brown under the ball at the 35-yard line. Makes the catch there. Looks for the wall. Coming to the near sideline. He gets the block. He gets to the 35. Another block gets into the 40, and that's all because Rittenback would refuse to be taken out of the play. Valbuena. Pitch. Rudder, markers fly. Tennessee was in motion. Rudder is hit at the line of scrimmage, got a yard at the 41. So it will be second down and 9 yards to go. Right, running back is Rudder. Valbuena with a long count. Pitches to Rudder, trying to get wide. He does to the 40. Outside to the 45, follows his blocking well to the 46-yard line, where he is bumped out of bounds. 3rd and 4, Tennessee. Valbuena keeps. He's dumped. No gain. 4th down, Clabo entering the game. Snap to Clabo. The rush is on, but the punt is away. And he really bangs this one. Heyman backs up to the 4. Fumbles the ball. Picks it up at the 4. Back to the 5. Back to the 9. And that's it. Clabo zoomed one. Heyman, I think, was caught a bit unawares. The punt is good for 50 yards. The return for 5. Who is that? Carl Cayette back at a tailback. And Cayette does nothing at the right side of the line. Tennessee expecting that counter, had Rotella playing to the strong side, filling the gap, making the tackle. No gain. Actually a loss of a yard. Second down, 11 to go. Penn State deep in its own territory. Tennessee leads 14-0. A sophomore. Spits his running back, gives it off. Fumble, scrambling for the ball. It has been recovered, I think, by Penn State at the 7-yard line. It lay free out there for ever so fleeting an instant. 3rd down. 13. Marcella in the punt on 3rd down. He'll punt from his own end zone. This will be Marcella's punt. Low snap. 3rd down. Punt is away. Hits it pretty well. Brown under the ball at the 45-yard line. Makes the catch there. Looks for the wall at the right side. Breaks free to the 45. Downfield to the 40. Scampers to the 35 and returns the ball to the Penn State 32-yard line. He almost broke it. Cayette made the tackle along with Bland. Tennessee will have the ball. 1st down and 10 to go at the Penn State 31. They mark it. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. 3:10 to go in the first half. Holloway returns at quarterback for Tennessee. Valbuena has played 2 sets under pressure by Marcella. 14-yard return by Brown. Holloway brings them up in the eye. Chancey and Rudder, his running back complement. Rudder in motion left, picked up by the lineback to the left side. Pass out into the flat. Rudder makes the catch to the 30. Rudder with a great stride, staying in bounds to the 28, fights past the 25, and moves it forward to the Penn State 23-yard line. Scorpan and Ellis. Scorpan is the linebacker we mentioned who went with Rudder in motion. Right side with motion that way is Rudder from his tailback slot. Holloway, handoff, Chancey, holds, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 6. Big one for Chancey. What a run by the Knoxville junior. What a run.
Well, there was a lot of effort there, John. I tell you, he popped a nice hole, got a good block inside, but he really did a fine job of running on his own. He picked up a couple of good blocks downfield. I couldn't tell who it was. It happened so fast, but an excellent job. I thought if he didn't, Ted was supposed to be bruised up a little bit too. The way they jumping on him in the end zone, they may put him out of commission.
Chansey scores a touchdown for Tennessee on sheer determination. Penn State has now fumbled it 3 times, losing it twice. Holding Holloway, attempting the extra point, barefooted Townsend. It's good. There's time out on the field. Tennessee leads by a score of 21-0. With 2:28 to go in the first half, Steve Chansey, after Eddie Brown had returned a punt by Marcella 14 yards, races 23 yards to score. The ball's to the 45. Onside kick. Tennessee doesn't get to it. Tennessee attempting an onside kick with 2:28 to go. Ricky Townsend hit it a little too hard, but it goes out of bounds at its own 34-yard line. Hufnagel back at quarterback. Handout, Hyatt. Hyatt stepping over people at the 35, 36, 37, 38-yard line. Penn State, second down, 6. Hufnagel back to throw. There goes the man across the middle. The pass down deep is overthrown. Hufnagel has thrown the ball 7 times. 1:49 to go in the first half. Back to throw is Hufnagel. Pass out into the flat, complete at the 35. Up to the 40 comes the recipient of the pass to the 45. Up to the 47-yard line. 1:36 to go. Hufnagel passes the ball out of bounds. Is the catch at the 50-yard line. Penn State in its 2-minute drill. Tennessee leading 21-0. Ball hands it off. Up the middle comes Bob Nagel. Nagel gets to the 43-yard line. Penn State dashes in to ask for timeout to stop the clock with 1:24 to go. Out into the flat to Capoletti. He drops the ball. Was it a lateral? Tennessee racing after it. It was a forward pass. 4th and 13. 1:13 left to go in the first half of the game. A good one. A beautiful one. Brown at the 8-yard line. 10, 15. Great dart to the 13-yard, to the 17, 18-yard line. Bob Rickenbach is there to make the tackle. 18-yard line where they finally spot the ball. Valbuena, hand off, second man through. That's Rudder to the 20, Rudder to the 22, maybe to the 23-yard line. Tennessee apparently content to run off the clock with 52 seconds to go in the first quarter. Hand off Rudder. Rudder comes to the left side to the 25, Rudder at the 30, Rudder at the 32, Rudder to the 33-yard line. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second to go in the first half of the game. That is the final play. The Vols lead Penn State 21-0. They're running down the scoring for you. Haskell stand back in the first quarter with 10:26 to go. 41-yard run for a touchdown. Tennessee leads 7-0. Stand back then scores on a 3-yard burst, and the Vols right at the end of the first quarter by a score of 14-0. With 2:28 to go in the first half, Steve Chansey, after Eddie Brown had returned a punt by Marcella 14 yards, races 23 yards to score. The Vols leave at halftime, leading by a score of 21-0.
Jack Breeze looks into sports nights at 6:35 on WSIX Nashville.
Or domestic. You can trust Texaco to have the... As Coach Joe Paterno finds his team behind 21-0. This the opening game of the year for the Nittany Lions. The Vols leading 21-0. Defensively, Penn State going with Laslovic and Bannon, Crowder and Heller the tackles. The linebacker, Scorpan. Graf is in as a linebacker. O'Neill and Ellis on the O'Neill and Ludwig on the outside linebacker positions. And the corners are being played by Steve Stilley and Buddy Ellis. The deep man is Craig Duquette. Him up with help from Larry Ludwig, the outside linebacker on the left side. So it's 4th down and 7 yards to go, and Clabo will come into the game, and the punt is away. Behind, oh, did he drill that one? Haven backs up to make the catch and falls at the Penn State 30-yard line. Neil Quavo, 53 yards, no return. Hufnagel hands it off to the second man, Ducat, and Ducat has nothing. That hole was plugged with a vengeance by Art Reynolds. From Cincinnati, a junior. Younger brother of Jack Reynolds, no gain on the play. Hufnagel, back to throw, looking downfield. There's bumping, pass completed. Great move taken by Scott. Nobody's going to catch him. Makes the catch to 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Penn State. 69 yards. Hufnagel to Scott. As there was bumping, Tennessee ran into itself. Eddie Yellow will attempt the extra point. The ball is down. The kick is up. It's good. There's timeout on State 7.
Jack Breeze looks into Fort York night at 6:35 on WSIX Nashville.
Or domestic. You can trust Texaco to have of protecting. To Tennessee to the 5, to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, to the 24, and he's tackled. Tennessee will have the ball first down and 10 to go. A return of 24 yards by Haskell Sanders just a moment ago on a sensational 69-yard pass play. The single running back behind him. That's Standback up the middle of the 25, turning it out to the 27. He's tackled there by Bruce Bannon, the defensive right end for Penn State. Gain of 3. Second down, 7. Tennessee. Back running back is Chancey. Holloway darting out, throws the ball in the flat. Standback. Steps past one man, can't get past the second at the 30-yard line, and is fourth down at the 29. Ball will be spotted at the 29. It's short of a first down by 5. Third down and 5 yards to go. On 5. Standback, slot right. Holloway, back to throw. Pressure being applied. Pump, passes downfield. The pass is incomplete. It was intended at the 45-yard line for Chip Howard. Claybo is in the punt. Once again, Penn State's got 10 men to rush. Punt by Claybo. Hangs it up. A high punt under the wall. Heyman will make the catch at the 30-yard line of Penn State. To the 35. Up to the 38. To the 40. To the 42. To the 44-yard line. And Penn State's got the momentum. Haskell Standback makes the tackle. Great return by Heyman. Tennessee's defense will now be tested. 41-yard punt. 14-yard return. The 5,000 to 6,000 Penn State fans come alive. And the Tennessee fans come alive, urging on the defense, which got running down the scoring for you. Haskell Standback in the first quarter with 10:26 to go. 41-yard run for a touchdown. Tennessee 7-0. Standback then scores on a 3-yard burst, and the ball's read at the end of the first quarter by a score of 14-0. With 2:28 to go in the first half, Steve Chancey, after Eddie Brown had returned a punt by Marcella, 14 yards, raises 23 yards to score. The Vols leave at halftime, leading by a score of 21-0. But it turned around in the second half, and the impetus came on a Hufnagel to Scott pass for 69 yards after a fine punt by Claybo had backed Penn State up. But Penn State scored on that 69-yard pass. 45-yard line. Condredge Holloway on a keeper left, hurdling the ball past the 45-yard line of the Volunteers to the 46. Gain on the play of 6, closer to 7. Second down, 3 yards to go. Holloway. Holloway waited an instant, flipped it downfield to Leach at the 35-yard line of Penn State. First down, 10 Tennessee. Greg Ducat makes the tackle. So the balls are going to the well twice, and Holloway flips it right in the middle. When Tennessee steps up, that tight end has to be covered by a linebacker, as Bill Anderson pointed out to you. First down, 10 Tennessee, leading 21-14 in Penn State territory. Rudder, there goes Strap in motion left, running toward the motion as Rudder turns the corner at the 35, is banged to the ground at the 34 or 3-yard line by Ludwig. Same set. See if the motion comes. No. Mixed up, Tennessee handoff to Rudder. Rudder runs into Holloway, gets the ball and holds it, and gets a yard or 2. Laslovic makes the tackle on him. Third down, about 7 yards to go. Holloway fakes to Rudder, throw it back to throw, looking, gonna run, 35, 30, away from one man to the 25, 20, heads to the inside of the 19, down to the 18-yard line, goes Condredge Holloway. Finally stopped by Storpan. Holloway, the quarterback, Strap now shifts over in a slot inside of Leach. Pitch comes back here to Rudder, needs a block, 20, gets outside of the 19, and that's all. Back to the line of scrimmage, call a second down, still 10 yards to go. Strap the fullback, quick count. Flip out here to Lassiter at the 20, Lassiter at the 15-yard line. Is hit, fumbles the ball. He might have been down, however, before he fumbled it. That's the indication from the officials. Steve Jurbeck recovered the ball just in case for Tennessee. Slotting right, that's Trot. Now he's in motion back to the wide side of the field. They're going to pitch the ball to no. And Holloway back to throw, flipping it out here to Trot. Trot at the 10, Trot at the 9, very close to the first down. He spins forward to the 8-yard line. But they say his knee dragged the ground at about the 9. First down, goal to go, Tennessee. An unusual play, Bill Anderson, on that one from Holloway to Trot. Stapp is in there with Standback. Holloway, the quarterback. Long count. Spinning out right to throw. Looking down into the end zone. Being covered. Has it at the 10. Sidesteps one man to the 9, and there he is dumped. Holloway tried to run, cutting back across the grain, but on top of him all the way was Laslovic. And helping out was Jerry Hager. No gain. It'll be second down, still goal to go. 8:59 left to go in the game. Fullback, quick count. Holloway keeps, pitches the ball to Standback at the 5, at the 4, at the 3, down to the 2-yard line. Holloway was wrapped up and was being thrown to the ground at the 10-yard line when he showed a pass just like a shortstop would a double play to the second baseman, who in this case was Haskell Standback. Penn State had all committed to Holloway because he was down. But he somehow edged the ball wide to the scampering Standback, who turned the corner at the 10, battled to the 5, dived at the 3, was pinned at the 2 by Bruce Bannon. It will be third and goal at the 2-yard line. Pitch to Standback. He's going wide to the left. He's trying to get to the corner. He scores for Tennessee. Haskell Standback fights his way into the end zone, and the Volunteers go 80 yards in how many plays? 13 plays. 80 yards in 13 plays, and used, as I calculated, 7 minutes and 8 seconds on that drive. A sustained drive which puts Tennessee ahead 27-14. Holloway will hold for Townsend's extra point attempt. Snap, kick in the air, the kick is good. There's timeout on the field with the score, Tennessee 28, Penn State 14. Whether Townsend, taken at the goal line by Heyman, has a good wall to the 5, to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, and he's tackled at the 21-yard line by Ricky Townsend. Penn State has its hands on the ball once again. Tennessee's defense had a chance to rest. Here is Huffnagel pitching the ball to Cavalletti at the 20, wrapped up and tackled by Ken Lambert, but his power carried him to the 26-yard line. We said Lambert, we meant David Campbell, who's in there at an end. Moments ago. Twin set right. Hufnagel throwing the same pass. It is incomplete, almost intercepted. It'll be 3rd down and 5. 3rd and 5 at the 26-yard line. Hufnagel dropping straight back to throw. Looking for his tight end. Plays it out here to Capoletti at the 25. Gets the first down to the 30, to the 34, to the 35-yard line of Penn State. Wide left comes Chuck Hurd. He too can fly. They split the running back. Nagel, Capoletti the tailback. There's the draw to Capoletti. 35 breaks outside and is stopped. Reaching, saving tackle by Wagster at the 36-yard and stay in tight. Capoletti gets the pitch going wide to the right. Needs the block at the corner. Caught from behind by Lambert. Great play on the corner. Had to be Graham. Slotting left is the two receivers. The pass downfield is going to be complete at the 50-yard line to Penn State, down to the 48, onto the 47-yard line. Tennessee has intercepted 2 passes in the game. Holloway has not been intercepted. He is 10 of 16 for 98 yards. Penn State down to the 35, down to the 30, comes Nagel to the Tennessee 25, knocked out of bounds. At the volunteer 23-yard line is Bob Nagel. Hufnagel and Schumann, 5 of 17 for 93 with 2 interceptions. The big play for Penn State, 69-yard pass, out of bounds at the Tennessee 14-yard line. The territory, trailing 28 to 14. The ball's digging in on defense for the front line of Lambert, Pulliam, Wagster, and Johnson. Back to throw, looking for his tight end. There he is, pass into the end zone, touchdown. Eddie Yellow will attempt the extra point. The ball is down, the kick is up, it's good. There's timeout on the field. Score. Tennessee 28, Penn State 21. Penn State came back to score, driving 79 yards in 9 plays. The touchdown coming on a pass. Downfield, it will be Sandback backing up to make the catch. 4 yards, he's going to bring it out of there. Goal line, 5, 10, trying to get outside to the 15. He doesn't get there. He's down at the 13-yard line. Good coverage by Penn State. Tennessee deep in its own territory. As Sandback elects to haul it out of the end zone and gets it back, play straight to the 12-yard line. Tennessee will have it. 1st down and 10 to go. The score, Tennessee 28, Penn State 21. The time, 5:45 to go in this game. Howard in there as a flanker. Shifting now to a slot right. Widening out to the left side goes the tight end who appears to be Leach. Tennessee in the I formation. Holloway spinning out to the right side, looking to throw. Spins off one man to the 15, to the 20, dives to the 21-yard line. Parking at the 21, short of a first by about 2 yards. Who pinned Holloway. Takes the tackle to the 26, to the 30. Fumbles the ball at the 34-yard line. It's been recovered by Penn State, I believe. Penn State has recovered the ball at the 34-yard line. 4:26 to go in this game. In the I formation, Hufnagel dropping back to throw, looking for the tight end again, being pressured behind the line of scrimmage. He's thrown for a loss at the 41-yard line. 6 feet. Here's that twin set left. Scott wide left, Bland inside of him. There's a player out into the front, taking the 40-yard line down to the 35. Burning with the ball is the fullback Andrews. Score. Tennessee 28, Penn State 21. Looking out this way. There goes Scott across the middle. The pass going deep. The Hurd is incomplete at the 10-yard line. He had his hand on it, but fell out of bounds. As over to cover him was David Allen. 4th and 9. Back to throw. Waiting. Throwing out into a flat. Incomplete. Running back for split. Holloway, the quarterback. Long count. Holloway pitches the ball to Sandback. Sandback at the 30. Sandback at the 35. Sandback at the 36-yard line. Now, Tennessee shift. Wide left goes Love and Sandback split. Holloway. Strap. Hit at the line of scrimmage. Wraps the ball up and falls forward at the 36 or 7-yard line. Score. Tennessee 28, Penn State 21. The time line. A throw. Got to run with the ball. Guarding outside. He's going to be thrown behind the line of scrimmage at the 34-yard line. He was primarily intent on eating up the clock. Snap. Plato's punt is away. A high spiral. He hits it well. Heyman backs up. Over the shoulder cut to the 15. Giving ground. Back to the 18. He's tackled at the 18-yard line. Good coverage. Haskell Sandback was the man downfield to make the tackle. Hufnagel. Back to throw. Being pressured by Lambert. Breaks away from him. Long pass downfield is complete. Taken at the 50-yard line down to the Tennessee 47-yard line. Was the second man out of there. Second down 10. The score, Tennessee 28, Penn State 21. Takes the give. Here comes a wide reverse to Hurd going to the left side. Great block. Cuts back to the midfield stripe, and then he is whacked up by Ken Lambert. Heyman is in there as a split receiver. Here's Huffnagel back to throw. Pump. Looking downfield. Being pressure. Gets away from one man. Going to the outside. Being pursued. Runs out of bounds at the 48-yard line to stop the clock. Fourth down 7. Tennessee leads 28-21. Huffnagel back to throw. Here's that pass across the middle. It is complete. Taken downfield by Scott at the Tennessee 32-yard line. It will be enough for a first down. Back to throw. Pass out into the flat. Overthrown out of bounds. Huffnagel feels a blitz. Dumps it out into the flat. Taken by Heyman. Heyman at the 30. Heyman at the 27. Heyman at the 26-yard line. He's tackled. 2, 1. Tennessee has been Penn State in a great football game at Neyland Stadium. We'll be back to tell you more about it in 60 seconds after telling you the final score. Tennessee 28. Penn State 21. Penn State, Bill Anderson, this has been a great football game, 28-21.
A great football game it was, John. Of course, Penn State, I thought, showed a lot of character coming back in the second half to play tremendous football after getting a lot of bad breaks and having some bad things happen to them in the first half. You never know what's going to happen in a football game, and of course, every time you get to football, you want to score with it. But maybe the deciding factor in this whole thing was the fact that it took Tennessee about 7 minutes to score in the second half on their drive. They used up an awful lot of that clock, and once they got it, then it was just too much for Penn State to overcome, to get back and get 2 more scores in the short amount of time left.
That was the story. Tennessee wins at 28-21. Hurley running down the scoring for you. Haskell stand back in the first quarter with 10:26 to go. 41-yard run for a touchdown. Tennessee leads 7-0. Stand back then. Scores on a 3-yard burst, and the Vols led at the end of the first quarter by a score of 14-0. With 2:28 to go in the first half, Steve Chansey, after Eddie Brown had returned a punt by Marcelo 14 yards, raises 23 yards to score. The Vols leave at halftime, leading by a score of 21-0. But it turned around in the second half, and the impetus came on a Huffnagel to Scott pass for 69 yards after a fine punt by Clayville had backed Penn State up. But Penn State scored on that 69-yard pass. Then, just seconds later, a recovered fumble by Penn State at the volunteer 22 set up a drive for the Lions. They took it in 7 plays, with the final yard being banged across by Nagel, and the score was suddenly 21-14. Then it was that Tennessee began its 7-minute, 80-yard drive, and it was engineered primarily by Condredge Holloway. The final 2 yards by Standback spinning around the left side of the line on a 4th down play, and Tennessee, with 8:47 to go in the game, led 28-14. Penn State came back to score, driving 79 yards in 9 plays, the touchdown coming on a pass from Huffnagel to Natal for 14 yards. Then, as the final minute ticked away, Penn State moved downfield after getting the ball deep in its own territory at the 18-yard line, all the way to the Volunteer 32, where the game ended, with Tennessee winning by a score of 28-21. It was an exciting football game. We've enjoyed sending it to you. Remember, next week, Tennessee will be playing against Wake Forest. We'll have